Alright, got a good one today. We're going to open with this video. It's about 6 months old. It's about a homeless man that dumped poop on a chick. I don't know if you saw this. I just thought this would be a good way to start. Unfortunately, they don't show you the poop dumping part.
A homeless man dumped a bucket of stuff on your head.
A bucket of his diarrhea. I didn't want it to be in my mouth, but it was running down my eyes.
Oh, yeah. That was just in case you happen to not see that. Okay. 82-year-old dude, drunk, runs his golf cart into some shit, and they say, what's going on? He says, I'm drunk, and I got pissed off because I saw Trump on TV, so that's what happened. I just started drinking, and I lost control of what I was doing. You know, I may not agree with what he's saying, but dude, I feel you. I hope they don't prosecute him. Okay, so this headline here, 17-year-old, let's see, where is it? 17-year-old Asian girl, if you go to the next page, 17-year-old Asian girl refuses to take care of her grandparents, right? Goes on to say how she's got male siblings and how they favor them instead of her, and she doesn't think she should be tasked with taking care of them in her old age. And so when I saw this, I had two questions, and really the first one is, why the fuck are you talking about this on Reddit? And second, dude, that chick's Asian? Alright, now on to more serious shit. Okay, this is weird, man. The Fire and Police Commission say that they're taking it too far. They're beating up Morales, alright? And, dude, I agree just on the first directive alone because it's ridiculous. Write a paragraph explaining why you use tear gas on protesters. I think that's pretty obvious how that works. That's what fucking tear gas is for. But they made him do it anyways. This was published the day before he had to have that due. He has since had it due. Alright? The FPC is saying, oh yeah, you guys are really fucking him up. Then today, as of today, apparently they attacked Morales, and surprisingly, of all people, Tom Barrett jumps in and says the FPC chief ought to resign, and he defends Morales. So there's a lot of shit going on in our fucking police and fire police commission and fucking mayor's office in this city that we're not finding out about yet. So that'll be, I'm sure we'll hear a lot more about that coming up. Okay, this story is too good to pass up, right? Check out this chick, you know, decent looking, right? Says she was fired because she suggests that the mayor, who she calls a white supremacist, should get laid by some BLM members, right? So initially it's just like a comment, and I'm like, dude, that ain't really serious, like making the joke what she should get some black dick. Dude, but then you go down and you read what she actually said. She said she's a white supremacist hater who needs to get laid by BLM members. It should be a group activity and make it go viral. I'm still deciding if they should wear masks during the activity. So she actually suggested almost a call to inciting anonymous gang rape. Woo, what a fucking piece of shit. So this is about the cop that killed himself the other day. I'm not going to talk about him anymore, but I just put out some statistics, and I got the more accurate ones. In 2016, 143 police committed suicide. In 2017, 172. 2018, 174. 2019, 228. And so far in 2020, we are at 102 as of August 2nd. So, looks like a nice dude. You know, it's unfortunate. Alright, so here's some mass craziness, right? Mask fight on a plane. Just the first couple seconds of this are pretty good. Yeah, so two people didn't want to wear masks on the plane, and somehow there's a bunch of punching, and I guess in the end, it's interesting this argue so strongly over this one-way miracle fiber, but, you know, this is in the UK anyways, so who gives a fuck about the UK? This one's a little more disturbing, man. This girl, alright, who's wearing a mask, but as the mask, there's no audio in this one, unfortunately, but this is what everybody at the store described. This girl who's wearing a mask, okay, black girl, you'll see her in a second, who has the mask pulled down underneath her chin, goes up to this older lady, this older white lady who's doing whatever it is over here, Kinko's, I guess this is, and yells at her because she's wearing one of them, you know, riot face shields, which apparently that's okay for stopping the transmission of, but she decides that that's not a good enough measure to prevent the spread of corona with her mask below her chin, and look what she does. Yeah. Mass craziness. So, you know, I get any more details on that, I'll let you know, but that's just fucking stupid. Oh, okay. So, this is another story about mask bullshit. Just, you know, I'm not what we're calling them anti-maskers. I'm not an anti-masker because I am wearing my mask and I've done arguing with people about it. You know, the miracle one-way fiber that only works going outward but doesn't work coming inward. Whatever, crazy people need to believe crazy shit, so I'm just not going to argue with nobody. So I wear a fucking mask. But this lady here, 60 years old, has worked at the same bakery for over 40 years. So she obviously started working there when she was a teenager, worked there her whole life. She was a manager. And when older customers who never use cash or never use credit cards came in and wanted to pay with cash, she would take their cash and ring it up on her credit card. She has the receipts for all this. She's been saving and detailing, and she's the manager, and she was fired. And it had nothing to do with the money. She was fired because she took cash. And that is fucking crazy. Why? Why is that crazy? I'll tell you why. Because I've been to 10 businesses around my side of town. The coffee shop, bakery, a couple of the small little trendy restaurants, on fucking Bradford Beach, where absolutely no one wears a fucking mask. I've been down there when there's been 500 or more people and no one's wearing a mask. But they won't take cash down there because, you know, Corona. However, every one of these fucking places has a tip jar and they sure take cash in there. So, you know, I mean, really, do I have to fucking spell that out for you? What does that mean? Do I have to explain it to you? It's just fucking crazy. And dude, this lady gets fired. That's foul. It's just foul. Oh yeah, so this is the next one. I lost this tab. It disappeared. The story disappeared. But it was anti-Karen bill. So a bunch of women, I think they were white and some might have been Jewish. But anyways, it was like a lawsuit they started. They want to force the left to come up with a new slang term for either privileged or racist or mouthy women because their names are Karen and they find it insulting and our names have been appropriated for this. I get it. It was kind of, there was some cool details in there and it fucking disappeared before I could get my note card ready. So DNC, right? No cops. We already talked about this. All these police agencies pulled out for the DNC support, so it's only Milwaukee, and they're saying now a bunch of unknowns, but, you know, according to the Democrats, nobody's actually coming to this thing, so we'll see what the truth is about that. More on that in a second. Oh yeah, one person, or 3 people killed at an NFL party, so, you know. Alright. One of our big stories today. Massive blast in Beirut kills at least 10, injures hundreds. It's actually injured thousands now. This was when it first came out. About 3,000 pounds of nitrate exploded. If you haven't seen the video, there's several videos. It's pretty fucking brutal. So I said, holy fuck, it's a terrorist attack. Then I read the couple articles that were out there, and they all said, no, it looks like it was an accident, and it just somehow exploded. It looks like a small nuke. I mean, this is fucking huge. This is bigger than the Oklahoma City bombing or the Boston bombing. This is a fucking huge explosion. It really looks like a nuke, like a small warhead attached to a fucking missile. All right? So, that's what they're saying. I have 2 points to make about this. Number one, I would not be surprised if it turns out that it is terrorist. That was my initial impression. We'll see what happens as this develops. But man, this is Lebanon. I mean, it could have been Israel. And dude, what if Israel or a group from Israel or any kind of fucking group like that did do it? What is the U.S. going to do? Now, that is a tough position for any president to be in. I would not want to have to deal with that. And then the second thing is infrastructure. You know, if this was an accident, you have to think about that. One of the things we take for granted in this country, privilege, everybody, okay, is that we have really good code and we have such good infrastructure with stuff like this. If we did have a storage facility, the chance of this happening by accident or by attack is, I mean, I wouldn't call it impossible, but it's certainly fucking difficult. It would have to be very, very coordinated and organized, and you'd probably need someone on the inside. But this kind of shit happens in other places, man. So, you know, as people like to throw around the word fucking privilege, we all have privilege of types here. So, give it a fucking rest. Okay, California, that city that I can't say properly, St. Louis Obispo, SLO, right? This is the place with the openly commie mayor. This is the mayor who, I don't know what platform she got elected on, apparently a Democrat, but she goes to these communist meetings and she's even a fucking speaker. So this is in that city. The BLM specifically went after this small business, this Italian restaurant. I'm not going to watch this whole thing, just a couple seconds. Sorry, that's a bit loud. I had to turn that down. But they go on and on like this for a while. They've got like 7 minutes of footage here in this article. And why did they do this? I'll tell you why. Because the owner of this restaurant, over 2 years ago, donated a couple $1,000s to the sheriff's re-election campaign. Now, the sheriff didn't do anything racist. The sheriff didn't do anything. He's just a cop. They just don't like him. And the fact that the owner of this restaurant donated money, that's why they're there. And if you listen to the whole thing, they start shouting shit about the sheriff, about how he has to be outed. They have no reason for this. They just don't want him there because he's a sheriff. So that's the logic. And this place they were there for a while. The place was full and then emptied out and then full again. And they also accused this place of being racist because they supported the sheriff and because they didn't put any BLM signs up. They also said that any business that refuses to put up BLM signs or any business that boards their windows is automatically racist. What comes to mind for me is Walgreens, man. I saw the Walgreens on Brady and Farwell and the Walgreens on Oakland and Locust for like a week, 2 weeks, boarded their shit up. And so did about 10 other businesses that were along Oakland where the protest path was going. I don't see them outside there calling them all fucking intrinsically, unredeemably racist because they didn't want their fucking windows smashed. So, there was a good quote from the owner of this place that said, "How is freedom of expression, by donating money to a sheriff that we think did a good job, any different than your right to protest? Why is our freedom of expression limited?" Well fucking said, dude. Good job not engaging. Okay, this article, Kentucky restaurant owner accuses BLM of using mafia tactics. Well, I've already made my comments on that. I see them more like the Stumbilatuk, but still, he says here that how do you justify injustice with more injustice? Another good job answering that bullshit. This group that has been attacking his restaurant and others right in his area have said that they want an exact representation of population employed. So I guess in this area is 23% African American. So they want every business to have exactly or more than 23% black employees. They didn't say anything like these people don't hire a certain group or rate. They didn't say anything like that. They just said it's not enough. So it doesn't matter, I guess, if a person's even applying for the job, if they're just not. It's kind of insane. Because they further go on to say that at least 23% of all purchases, from distributors should be made from black-owned businesses. So how do they even know that, dude? What if they don't exist? It's just crazy. Yeah, I don't have any tab here, but Crowder, he's all right. He's doing a thing on BLM as a terrorist organization. Changed my mind. That ought to be pretty interesting. So here's the husband of a L.A. prosecutor who is running for re-election when unannounced BLM show up at his door.
Right now, get off.
Good morning.
Get off of my porch. I will shoot you. Get off of my porch.
Can you tell Jackie Lacey that we're here?
I don't care who you are. Get off of my porch.
We'll get off
right
porch.
now.
Can you tell
We're
her?
calling the police right now.
Good.
So they're black and they're still getting prosecuted, he did have his finger on the trigger for a second, but in his defense, he did lower the weapon once he realized it wasn't an immediate threat. But when someone comes to your fucking home, unannounced, is banging on your door and screaming, why are you not allowed to be concerned? I don't get that shit. But so now this chick's running for a re-election and her husband's getting prosecuted for having a gun. There's like 4 different gun charges. So, reckless endangerment. Oh, give me a break. All right, Michelle Obama. Oh yeah, Oprah first. Oprah's story disappeared. There was a tab there. You should be able to Google and find this. It has nothing to do with their comments about privilege, man. And I think that if anybody is an example of being able to fucking have hard work and determination and be somebody, shouldn't Oprah be the fucking shining example of that? But she went on for a while. It was on Twitter, and I don't give a shit about enough to find another tab about it, but whatever. Dude, Michelle Obama, right? I have never had a bad thought about her. She's always been, every time I've seen her, she's been well composed and well spoken. You know, the only thing I really remember about her specifically is that part of her thing as First Lady was the no soda, no junk food, which I supported 100%. But now she comes out and says that she's been dealing with depression due to Trump's hypocrisy and Trump's response and inaction to the protests, etc., etc. Continued racial unrest stance is since the USA's birth, etc., etc., that Trump doesn't address. And she goes on, and I'm like, man, I guess you are also capable of race baiting. Congratulations, man, because I just don't even get it. I mean, your husband was in fucking office for 8 years. This isn't a problem. Calling it a problem, whether or not I agree with it. This isn't a problem that's occurred in the last 3 years. So, if you have such a fucking issue that you're going into a low-grade depression, maybe your fucking husband should have done something. God damn it, I respected her. That shit pisses me off. So this chick gets on a plane in Florida with a Fuck 12 mask. So for those of you who don't know what Fuck 12 is, it comes from a Gucci Mane song. It doesn't even mean fuck police. It's more specifically means fuck the vice. So that's drugs, prostitution, gang shit, right? And I said before, if you saw my YouTube video, Fuck 12, Fuck the Police, Kill the Police was there in the beginning of the protests and eventually got replaced with defund, because defund is a more innocuous and broad fucking term and doesn't sound as bad. And defund don't sound to me like it's coming from black people. That sounds like that's coming from fucking Antifa and the other communists. You know. Anyways, this chick decides to wear this on a plane. You got to imagine that's going to be a problem just because the word fuck's on it. But still, they ask her to take it off. And after a couple minutes, she finally says whatever, puts another mask over it. And they actually turn the plane around on the runway, go back to the gate to let her off. And she says she can't understand why. I can understand why. You saw you're stirring up trouble, talking a lot of shit, and you know, people are obviously emotional about this from whatever angle they're coming from. And you want that on a flight? You want to be talking shit like that, trying to get people pissed off on a flight, so the fucking air marshal actually has to draw down or do something? I mean, I wouldn't want that either. So then she says she had to rent a car to get to Illinois. Apparently, American Airlines is the only airline that flies out of Florida. Oh yeah, just a couple days ago, Zuckerberg was in front of the Senate or Congress saying, we don't censor. I find it offensive that you even suggest that. We're not going to censor anybody, regardless, blah, blah, blah. You know, unless it's hate speech, we don't censor. And yet he pulls a bunch of shit about that Trump said. Of course, it was relating to the coronavirus, and he did it under the guise of this is bad medical information. But the truth is, now just listen to me, if you are being truly objective about coronavirus, okay, and this includes I keep saying this, the miracle one-way fiber that only protects going outward but don't protect going inward, which is why everybody has to wear a mask. If you're being truly objective, the truth is nobody has all the accurate information about this. So you can't say Trump says something about coronavirus and it's not accurate, therefore that's why we booted it, because it's bad medical information, not because it's censorship. Because how many people do you have posting shit about how you have to wear a mask? We really don't know. Like I said before, I'm doing it, but we really don't fucking know. So, Zuckerberg, you fucking lied yet again. Big surprise. Oh yeah, so back to the DNC. Now Biden says he's not coming. So all I want to say about this is everybody apparently the DNC isn't coming. It's all going to be done on Skype, so I don't know why it has to be done in Milwaukee. But if you look at absolutely nothing else in this presidential campaign and you look at the actions and speech of each candidate, one thing is for sure. Biden's got virtually no, if no strength. He won't debate. Nobody likes that. Maybe he will eventually, but whatever. He doesn't look like he can handle scrutiny because even when reporters throw him questions, he either stutters, which is not, we got stuttering with George Bush, all right? George Bush was like the fucking village idiot. And I'm not even sure how he got elected a second time, probably had to do with September 11th. But man, we don't need another buffoon. We've already had a fucking buffoon. Just brutal listening to fucking George Bush Jr. speak. Because the guy could barely string a fucking sentence together. And his verbal faux pas were so much slighter than the shit Biden says. I mean, aside from the racist shit that comes out of his mouth, that nobody on the Democratic side will say, man, that's kind of fucking racist. Aside from that, he can't put a sentence together right. He can't answer questions. And this is a guy who's going to have to go and negotiate with leaders across the world. You do have to be mentally sharp for that. And American people, even people who fucking hate Trump, I just believe they're going to say, man, as much as I don't like Trump, Biden is just weak. My anticipation is that he is going to pick the most, quote, loudmouthed VP out of all the fucking kids. So whichever one is the most outspoken and the most verbally caustic, that'll be the one that he's going to pick because he has to pick something to counter the way that he just can't speak. I mean, he's not going to do well unless he shows that he can fucking man up and show some balls. Regardless of what everybody says, deep down, nobody in this country wants a weak fucking leader that's just going to bend over. This is just a real quick one here. BAME. This is Black, Asian, Minority, Ethnic. Apparently this is a term. I never heard this bullshit before. But the people in the BLM have said, we don't really like the BAME label. Please don't use it. Well, let me tell you some other labels, especially used out of context, that a lot of other people don't like used. Racist, insert color, supremacist, Karen, privileged, systematic, anything that begins with the word all, or saying Black Lives Matter only and not talking about anyone else, fascist, Trumper, I could go on and on. But, honestly, this is people in the UK, so again, who fucking cares about the UK? Sorry, I just hate him. Okay, piece of shit awards real quick. This chick gets the runner-up for punching a 6-year-old at Walgreens a couple of times and then walks away. Still looking for her. This dude here, 23 years old, beat a 23-month-old to death by punching him in the face in Chicago. And it was leaked by a CPS worker that at the exact same time they were responding to that, another child, age, race, and the perp, undisclosed, died the exact same way. So another child somewhere in the city of Chicago died the same way from physical abuse. It's fucking terrible. And then this next story here, before I show you the picture, this lady's baby falls out of a window, 2-year-old, right? Falls out of the window, leg and pelvis broken. They don't give you any details as to what happened in the context. However, let's take a look at her. Enough said. Oh, there's that twice. Okay, now, just a moment. This is time for my lead story, all right? I want everyone to listen to this because I'm going to assume you haven't heard this on the news yet. All right? 3 young white men, teens or early 20s, were apprehended for loitering, were attempted to be apprehended for loitering suspiciously only a few blocks from where Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden Massachusetts property was. When police approached them, they fled, leading police on a chase that ended at his mansion of residence. They expertly scaled a security wall, and as they did, they attempted to dispose of an illegally obtained man-killer 7.62 AK-47 fully automatic weapon. However, they were unable to evade detection for long on the residence, and they surrendered without much resistance. They were arrested and charged with resisting armed trespassing and burglary. At this time, there is no prosecution for having the illegal weapon, specifically, nor any mention of what their intentions, aside from robbery, may have been. But what's sure is that Biden is quite possibly lucky to even be alive. Were these militant thieves sent by a dissenter? The conservatives and many other alt-right groups have been responsible for the many death threats that the presidential hopeful Biden has been receiving since he was nominated a few months ago. This is just the latest attempt on his life by multiple individuals. There have been many attempts that have been thwarted by the police, Secret Service, or personal security. So why is no one talking about this? Why is the mainstream media not talking about this? This should be talked about every day until Election Day. This is incredible that this happened and that nobody's talking about it. Do you want to know why nobody's talking about it? Because it didn't happen to fucking Biden. It happened to Trump yesterday. 3 teens armed with AK-47 jump fence at Trump's Mar-a-Lago, whatever the fuck, property. The use promptly scaled the fence, leaving the AK-47 on the wall, where it was later found by employees. The trespassers were unable to evade detection for long within the property and were apprehended without putting up much resistance. Police have charged the interlopers with resisting armed trespassing, armed burglary. It's unknown if weapon charges related to the AK will be pursued. One of the teens reportedly told police the trio had found the weapon. The group also claimed they had no idea that they trespassed on property belonging to Trump. Damn, I forgot that one. Police spokesperson said the trespassers were lucky that the president wasn't there. President Trump has been the target of innumerable death threats since his inauguration in 2017, and police and Secret Service have thwarted the efforts of multiple individuals who enter his property or campaign rallies armed with deadly weapons and deadly intent. So, we going to talk about this every fucking day? Probably not. That's it.